Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are here today to talk to you about an upcoming contest that's going to be happening here for the Haniversary. Good old Haniversary, always having some fun. And for this year, we actually got a community avatar contest that we're going to be running for you guys. So we figured we'd come on here and not only explain the point of the contest, but also give you some insight behind the scenes here at S2 Games and the Han team as far as how that process goes for us in terms of designing an avatar and creating it. So with that said, I'm Breaker CBK, and I'm actually going to be joined by the one and only Ace Jr. How's it going, Ace?
What's up? What's up? It's going good. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here. And then also we got Woodshed, who's actually a part of that content creation team. Woodshed, how's it going?
Great, gentlemen. Looking good.
I'm always looking good. Always. You're always looking good, too. Ace.
Thanks.
Another thing. No. Anyway, so obviously, again, we have you guys on here today to give a couple of different perspectives on this community avatar contest. So with that said, Ace, if you wanted to actually kind of give an explanation of what this is supposed to be about and what they should expect.
Totally. So let me start with, as of lately, you guys might have noticed that we've had quite a few, a little bit more organized community contests popping up in the general discussion section of the forums. And that's because we're having a group led by Macrohard with Lock16K and Newerth in it. And they're creating a lot more community contests for you guys as a community to participate in, have fun, and ideally get your content into the game, because we know that's the coolest part, is being able to play the game and see your creations in the game while you're playing it. It's just it's a great feeling. Either way, talking about this contest is coming up for Haniversary. We decided that we would present to you guys the ability to get an avatar of your creation into our game. So some details about the contest is it's pretty much what you think it is. Come up with an avatar, come up with an idea, a name, how it's going to appear in the game, a character, kind of story behind it, and a little sketch of what you see it looking like. And pretty much we'll have a contest, and the best one will win. We'll have a few different iterations on how the community might vote on some, and then we'll have the content team come check it out and vote on some. But ultimately, the idea is to get one of your guys' avatars into the game for Haniversary to really show not only our appreciation to you guys for being awesome and sticking with us for so long, but at the same time also giving you guys a chance to get your stuff in the game, which is should be pretty awesome. And there might be some big prizes along with that too, but you'll find those out later, right?
Yeah. Oh, snap. More to come on that. There you go. So again, kind of a breakdown there of what to expect with this contest. But like I also promised, we also got Woodshed here for the content team. He's here to kind of give an idea of what the process is like behind the scenes to maybe help you guys out, get those creative juices flowing for you guys at home. So Woodshed, first off, so what would you say it's like being on that content team? What is that creation process like? Not all of it all together, but for kind of a broken down version here.
Sure. Well, first of all, it's pretty much a dream come true. To be able to create content for a video game from start to finish, whether it's just the design or lore, dialogue, effects, all that stuff. I'm glad I get paid to do it, but if they stop paying me, I'd probably still do it. But when it comes to the contest, I was talking with Fancy Bird about it, and the three things that probably are most key when it comes to the design process is, number one, make sure it's a recognizable hero. So,
yeah. And
knowing full well, sometimes we put some stuff in the game that can be a little confusing. Sometimes it's for a niche market. But make sure it's recognizable as a hero. Make sure it has a consistent theme throughout the avatar, the effects, the animations, so that there's a lot of stuff that looks cool, but if you just pile it all together, it ends up being a mess, an unrecognizable mess. So recognizable as a hero, a theme throughout, and just make it unique. So even though we have going on close to 600 pieces of content in the game now, there's still plenty of room for stuff to stand out and kind of have that awesome factor, as well as the first two, where you have the recognizable hero and theme.
Yeah. So okay, so as far as that's kind of the list of three right there for those at home. What about as far as the creative juices flowing, as I guess the term kind of goes? So how do you get that? How do you get that approach for when you're told about a hero, whatever, when an avatar needs to be created for it or whatever? How does that process happen?
It varies from project to project, but sometimes good old Loremeister will come in here and say, we need some avatars for the Songkran holiday in Thailand. And we'll look at each other. All right. Yep. All right. And, lo and behold, we come up with some stuff that ends up looking pretty good in game. Yeah. And while it doesn't necessarily fit the overall look and feel of Han, we try our best to make sure people get that enjoyment factor, a little bit of fun, but still that little taste of badass that comes with Han.
It's got to be badass.
Yeah, it's got to be badass. But so the process for just about every project starts out with a little brainstorm session. We try to come up with, all right, what are some good directions to take this project? We might do some thumbnails with the concept artists, come back with, all right, we like this pose, we like this. The interesting thing about the stuff that we make is you can look at it head on and it looks awesome. You look at it in game, top down, and it's crap, or vice versa. Top down, it looks great. You look at it head on, maybe in the store, it's not so impressive. But once you get it in game, top notch. So that's something to consider as well. How's it going to look in game? Mm-hmm. And we take it from the thumbnail direction, maybe into some line art, get maybe 3 or 4 concepts that we throw around. Oh, let's take the arm from this one, the leg from this one. There's some Blight Wraith art that I shared with you guys.
Yeah, I've been showing them actually.
Yeah, where if you look at Blight Wraith 1, that shows you kind of the beginning stage concepts where we looked at it, we like this, we don't like this, or sometimes it's just, none of these fit what we're looking for, we got to start over. And with Blight Wraith 1, we thought, she's looking okay, but she doesn't really fit that Sand Wraith profile, head on and in game. So we had to tweak it a little bit. We ended up with Blight Wraith 2, which is a little bit closer to what we were looking for.
Yeah.
We talked it over with the art team and thought, she's looking kind of cloudy, kind of wispy, where we need her to look goopy and oozy and disgusting, but still
Love
hot.
It.
And so the Blight Wraith final concept, which was done by our Ben here in-house, I think came out looking exactly what we needed. You can tell it's Sand Wraith in game, but she's oozy, she's drippy, she's kind of sexy, she's a little dirty, but she fits
game, everyone. Mature game.
Yeah, mature game. She covers all the bases that we're looking for in an avatar. It's unique, it's recognizable as a hero, there's a theme head to toe. This is what she represents, and hopefully she's fun to play.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's kind of interesting, kind of seeing that creation process as it moves along. Another example that we happen to grab here, more of a lighter side, you could say, because there's also plenty of those kind of avatars in the game, of course. And one of the ones that came out recently is good old Scoutso the Clown.
Gotta love Scoutso.
What a great skin this is. I've come to grow on it first off. So I got like what looks to be the initial concept for Scouts of the Clown here. So what is it like creating like a different, like a more fun kind of avatar?
With the fun avatars, there's a little bit more leeway just because you want people to have a good time playing every avatar, but with these especially, and especially with Scout, there was an aspect to it where we wanted, when he's in the game, we want everybody to go, I want to kill that clown. Where is he? I want to kill him. And the sound effects, the voice, the attacks, the animations, everything about him. If you're playing him, you're having a great time, and if you kill him, you're having an even better time.
Yeah.
So, and that was Fancy Bird. That was his idea, and he and Ben worked together to make that a reality. So you can see the difference between that first concept stage with the 5 different concepts, how that kind of evolved into the final, which we thought this has to evoke Scout. So top down, there's no mistaking who he is, but side by side, they're completely different characters.
Yeah, it's a process. So you may come up with an initial idea, and like you said, think about it, and maybe have to fine tune it here and there, but it definitely is a process. So I'm going to put you on the spot here, Jeremy. You mentioned there's a lot of content that's in the game, not only avatars, but obviously all this stuff. What would you say is one that's very memorable for you, as far as an avatar, say, that's been put into the game that you were part of the process on? Or?
Oh, man, you are putting me on the spot here.
That's how we do.
Yeah, with over 600 pieces of content. Scoutso for sure stands out just because we had so much fun designing him with, like I said, the sound effects that Sound Wizard did. And coming up with all the potential lines Clanks is another one where, is it okay to swear on the podcast?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's a mature podcast, remember?
Okay, good. When it comes down to Clanks, he's an asshole.
Okay.
And every avatar that comes from the Clanks hero has to be an asshole. So anytime we're designing one, it's just a blast because he just doesn't give a shit. And how can we make this avatar look like he does not give a shit?
There you go.
So I'd say those jump out.
All right. So Clanks. Gotcha. No, that must have been a fun one to do, especially with the flying in the air and everything, all the minions that he has. So
yeah,
there's a lot to an avatar like that. All right, but there you go. I think we pretty much covered what we wanted to there. So not only Ace kind of explaining what to expect here with this contest, but of course Woodshed here to kind of give a behind-the-scenes look on the process and help you guys out even. So once again, thank both to Ace Jr. and Woodshed for joining myself. Hopefully you guys got what you needed out of this. Guys, stay tuned. Honiversary coming up, the Community Avatar Contest. We're looking forward to having a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you guys do as well.